Hi again. Week 3, you're going to learn about the integumentary system, or the skin, or leather. Leather, and the functions of the skin are varied. I'm going to cover a little bit of something a little different that's not mentioned too much in your book, but you've already had a little bit of it. First of all, let me mention Mr. Anderson. I'll give you this link. Has a good video, a good elementary video on the integumentary system, or the skin. You will be learning about, in your book and in these videos, the layers of the skin, the different cellular layers, and the different, I guess, microorgans or organelles associated with the skin. You have hair follicles, you have um, erector papillae muscles, you have glands that are both exocrine glands. You have sweat glands and sebaceous glands. And the reason they are exocrine glands is because they have ducts and they secrete their product onto the surface of your skin through those ducts. Endocrine glands secrete directly into the bloodstream, and the hormones that they produce go all over your body. So these are exocrine glands on your skin. Your skin is a tough organ. It is not only protective and a covering that keeps you from losing water by evaporation. It also uses water through sweat glands to cool you, and it acts like a radiator through vasodilation to expand the blood vessels and radiate more heat that way. In the cold, when it's cold, you conserve heat by directing it through vasoconstriction and direct it towards the inside of the body. But anyway, you also have sense organs in your skin. You have heat receptors. You have touch receptors. You can feel hot and cold. And Mr. Anderson will talk about that. And then there's another video. I'm going to click on this one.
When you hear about your organs, you probably think of your heart or your liver or your lungs. Maybe you picture Captain Nemo playing the organ aboard the Nautilus. What?
That's Hank. And Hank's with the Khan Academy. And Hank is I think an actor, but anyway, he's a narrator who's very good. They produce really good scripts for Hank. And so then there's another one, the Integumentary System Part 2, Crash Course A&P number 7. This is Crash Course number 6. So between Hank and Mr. Anderson, you ought to get some really good information, and they're not long videos. Okay, so I'd recommend that you look at those, and I will provide the links when I post this video. Okay, so there's another thing that I want to talk about, and it is the microbes on your skin. So this is a little article. I'll post it, and you can read it if you want. But there's a lot of them on the internet, so I didn't want to belabor this with a lot of different articles for you to read. But you remember, you looked at a video by Tammy Moore where she talked about the symbiotic bacteria on your skin that help to keep invaders out by taking up space and by out competing with them. So you have good bacteria and bad bacteria on your skin. When you get a cut, you don't always get an infection. Sometimes you do. But the good bacteria benefit you in a variety of ways. And there's a TED Talk. You can find it here on the internet, Rob Knight, and you can find it under TED, the TED site, or you can find it on YouTube. And we don't need to watch that, but I'll give you the link to this also. The interesting thing about this inspiring talk is that we are now finding that the DNA and actually the DNA associated with the microbes on our skin, and in our bodies, can affect how we behave, and is very important relative to certain health aspects that we're just learning about. Rob Knight And that man is not Rob Knight. Let's get rid of him.
Here in my garage, just bought this new Lamborghini here. It's fun to drive up here in the Hollywood.
So we'll get the TED Talk going so you can see who Rob Knight is.
We humans.
Okay, so Rob Knight is talking about a mega $1 million research project that he was involved in. And they analyzed the DNA on different parts of our bodies and among different people, and found and identified a great deal of variation in the microbial DNA that's associated with us. And they found some associations with diseases. And towards the end of the talk, he will explain how one therapy that cures certain diseases is to find a healthy person and eat their poop. Yup, that's right. You need to listen to this because it's actually being done by doctors in some hospitals and for certain purposes. Apparently, the microbes in our bodies are so important to our overall health, and we all know about probiotics, right? And you know that if you take antibiotics, that you might need to then go eat yogurt afterwards to replace the microbes in your gut, for example. Well, we have these microbes all over us, and you'll find this talk very interesting, so I'm going to post that link also. Other than that, the integumentary system is multifunctional. Anatomically, it's fairly simple, and the diagrams in your book and on these videos are going to be very standard ones that everybody uses. It doesn't mean that every part of your skin is the same, and it's not. Some parts of your skin have much higher densities of sensory receptors than others. Some parts of your skin obviously have a great deal more hair than others, and some people have a lot hairier skin than other people, and so there's variation in it, but it's an important organ, and that's why you're going to be spending basically the whole week learning about skin, taking quizzes on skin, and doing some discussions and some testing. But during this week 3, you will also have a major exam, and you'll need to review the first 2 weeks of material before you'll be ready for this exam. Okay, that's enough of this. Take a look at this talk. It's very interesting, and the little videos by the short videos really by Mr. Anderson and by Hank with the Khan Academy, and I think you'll learn quite a bit this week. Thank you.